This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Arvada, Colorado. We're at the Vital Energy Wellness and Chiropractic Center. For over 28 years, Dr. Wall and his staff have been promoting the health and well-being of folks throughout Denver. Let me ask you first of all, Dr. Wall, an engineer like yourself, you change professions and move into an industry where you're helping people. Tell me what got you involved in that?
Well, first of all, I got helped by a chiropractor. I had been suffering for 20 years with back pains, and after a short treatment period, I did much better. And I go, And then I learned that this was a full healthcare system, not just removing aches and pains. And I thought it looked like more fun than what I was doing.
Wonderful. Let me ask you this. For over 28 years, you have pretty much first-handed found what society has done to our bodies. We're a faster society, more toxic society, more stressful. Let me ask you, is chiropractic services more vital today than possibly even 30 years ago when you began?
Oh, yes, absolutely so. As your bodies get weaker, you have to do more things to keep them strong.
Interesting. So we're talking about just everyday things that we do can break us down a little bit.
Yes, absolutely right.
Let me ask you, as far as when people think of chiropractic, obviously they think of accidents, injuries, so we're going to start there before we move into wellness. Let me ask you, what are the services that you're able to provide for those folks that have been in accidents or are possibly hurting very bad?
Well, first of all, let's take a look at what a body needs to be healthy. The first thing we need to do to be healthy is to make sure that all your nerves are working properly. And this is what chiropractic was founded on over 100 years ago, was a Dr. D.D. Palmer found out that when you take the pressure off the nerves, your body can heal. So when you've had an accident, if you have nerve pressure, you're just not going to heal as well as you should. So you make sure that the nerves are working properly and then the bodies heal properly.
Wonderful. So we're talking about adjustments that are here done inside of your office. What about corrective exercises? Are you able to offer that, as well as some lifestyle advice to make sure that they keep moving down that path of wellness?
Oh, yes, we do. I consider myself a holistic doctor in that I do everything I can to help a person heal as fully as possible.
What are some of the effects of physiotherapy? We hear a lot about that anymore. Is that something that basically complements the chiropractic adjustment, and are you able to provide that?
Well, physiotherapy is a separate science, but they have similarities, and they do great work with many different types of injuries.
And do you offer that here in the office as well?
Oh, yes. I have the state-of-the-art spinal rehabilitation center here.
What about, as far as pain goes, cold laser therapy? I know a lot of folks, I've read up a little bit on this. Is this something that you're using more and more?
Oh, yes. I use that with just about every patient.
Explain to me what that process is all about.
Well, I turn the the tricky thing is to be able to find out exactly where the therapy is needed. And you apply the cold laser to it, and it just helps you heal a lot faster.
And is it a painful process, or is it something that's done rather quickly? How does it work?
It doesn't take very long, and you can't even feel it.
Interesting. And some of the results you've gotten from some of the patients, are they happy with that?
Oh, yes, they're very pleased with the results that we get.
Okay, take a look right here at the bottom of the screen, folks. You're going to see their website information right there. On the website, you're going to see basically the philosophy of the team here. The doctor has had it over 28 years. You're also going to see what I see on a lot of the walls here are basically testimonials. A lot of people who have received some great pain relief, but even more than that, we're talking about kids that are doing better in school because of the wellness side of chiropractic. Now, obviously, society, we're slowly making the transition into understanding preventive maintenance when it comes to our body, which I think is a great thing. Obviously, chiropractic, the vital energy going through our spine, tell us what's going on there and why is that so important to keep the sickness away and possibly even some of the injuries?
Okay, first, again, the basic of chiropractic is to make sure that your nervous system is working properly. Let's say you have nerve interference, some nerve pressure going over to any internal organ, let's say like your stomach. If you have a nerve nerve interference or nerve pressure or vertebrae out of alignment, pinching the nerves going over to the stomach, what does it take to fix the stomach? Well, you have, of course, you have to get the pressure off of the nerves. And what happens if you try to help a person with their stomach problems and do not get the pressure off of the nerves? Well, it just cannot heal properly if you have nerve interference. You cannot heal to where you want to be.
It's amazing. We're brought up basically to protect our head all the time, injuries, helmets, that type of thing. But quite honestly, it's the spine, like you said, that takes that information from our head to the rest of our body. So it's really a natural approach that you're taking here.
Oh, absolutely. The first thing I look for is to see that a body has the nerve interference removed. That's basic chiropractic. The second thing, which I've found very prevalent with people, is that they have people are dehydrated, and when your tissues are dehydrated, you can hurt, and you can hurt severely by simply being dehydrated. Now, many people will say, well, all I have to do is drink a little more water. Well, no, that's not quite right, because for some reason your body is not utilizing the water properly, not allowing it to get into the cells, not allowing it to be there to be able to flush out toxins that your body consumes during the day from the pollution that we have, the pollution that we have of the food, air, and water. We're ingesting that all the time, but we have to be able to wash it out too. So the second thing there is to have the body hydrated so that it can function properly. So that's the second thing I look for is a person dehydrated. Another really big thing on helping people stay well is I'm finding more and more food allergies all the time. The thing is, you can be allergic to a food but not have a severe reaction. You can have, typically you think of an allergy, you think of what? Itchy eyes, runny nose, something like that. Or a severe allergy where your throat closes off and you can't breathe. Well, it can be all the way from that to something much, much less, like a little skin irritation. And those are all treated, and I treat those with my cold laser.
Wonderful. I mean, I know one of the things that modern medicine now is really boasting out there is the fact that we live longer. We're able to live longer, but quite honestly, with chiropractic, you're talking about quality of life being better, not just living longer. I mean, I know I want to live longer, but I don't want to be in a nursing home or be debilitated. We're talking about optimal living here.
Yes, that's exactly right. I've for some time I've been saying that what I want to do is help you live, feel better, live longer, and be stronger.
Wonderful. So for some of the viewers out there that are basically thinking about taking on with chiropractic, coming down to the office, how does it begin for them? Are we talking about a consultation? What happens?
Well, the first thing is you got to fill out your paperwork. Okay. Fill out your paperwork, and then we do a consultation. I talk with you about anything that's on your mind, anything that you would like help with, or anything that you're concerned about, or anything that you've had questions about.
And as far as the adjustments themselves, are we talking about how long does an actual procedure take? Is it going to take a lot of time out of my day, or is it something I can come in and do rather quickly?
Well, it's all up to the individual. I treat people as individuals. I don't have each person is different. Some people, they need very little treatment. Others, they need more attention just to be able to get the results that you want as quickly as possible. And that's one of the things I always have in mind is I want to get people relief as quickly as possible.
Healthy as quickly as possible, folks. You've got it all right there. Take a look at the bottom of the screen there. You're going to see his website information. Right there, you're going to see the services that he offers as well. And you can even go online right there. They've got a section there, bilingual for you as well. His information is right there. He would love to sit down and discuss with you. Like you said, you fill out the paperwork, answer some questions, and you can find out if chiropractic is something that will benefit you and your body, which has benefited for folks for hundreds and hundreds of years. It's a wellness approach, a healthy approach to you and your life. This is Gary Atencia with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.